are good to race whenever. Okay, just in case he couldn't hear me. So anyways, those two are on a Skype call, so let me recap again. I am capturing two streams at the moment, and then rebroadcasting them, so there may be a slight delay. They are on a Skype call. They are going to call their own start. But basically, you may see one racer start slightly before the other. Keep in mind, they are talking live at the moment, so the start time is right on. The other thing, I have not gotten to update the game fetch link yet, so that's going to take me a few. I'm going to have to start calling a race. If somebody wants to update that game fetch link for me through the bot, that'd be awesome. I'd love you for that. It would make it 1,000 times easier. So anyways, like I said, we are just about to get going there. What's up, Konzo? And again, what's up, everybody? Thank you guys so much again for coming out. We got all sorts of stuff going on right now. I don't even remember what week we're in, because I've woken up so late. Here comes all the league information, though. And thank you, Foos, for the raid, man. Seriously, thank you so much for that, and everybody that came in. I didn't get to call you guys out by name, and I really apologize for that. I usually do with raids, but I apologize. I didn't even get a chance with the Foos Raiders. I was setting up the stream, so apologies on that. Oh, the outlawed items never showed up, did they? Huh. Weird. Okay, anyways, the outlawed items are the Bible, Dr. Fetus, Epic Fetus, Ipecac, and the Shovel. Technically speaking, the D6 is also outlawed, but only... Wait, how do I phrase that correctly? You can only use the D6 on the outlawed items that I just listed off. So basically, like I said, those 5 items I just listed, should you come across them, you can D6 just those. You can D6 them as many times as you want if they keep turning into outlawed items. Once it turns into an item not on that list, you either have to pick them up or just leave them behind. No, the bot's actually fine. Or it was for a minute, at least. Should ask GQ for a Red Robin gift coupon. Oh, I like the way you think. Maybe if Mara's in the finals, he could bet his Murloc hat against somebody, because, you know, that'd be a cool prize. I'd like the Murloc. Murloc plushie is awesome. There you go. Thank you very much for the game fetch link. I can actually do this way quicker now. Let me copy that. Link address. What's up, Timmy? And there we go. They are off and running. Wow, that was instantaneous. So yeah, being that they're on a Skype call, you can see they're line in line. So Morag immediately picks up what says it's an all stats up item, the Super Meat Boy fan. It actually does not give you speed up. It gives you 1 speed down, and I believe does not affect your range. Thefatshuffler looked like he picked up, I can't tell if that's Brother Bobby or Ghost Baby. It looks like Brother Bobby. So he also found a library at his boss fight right off the bat, so he's going to go looking for another key. So again, good luck to both racers. Morag at the moment is 2-2, looking to go over 500. Thefatshuffler on the right is actually 3-2, looking to stay above 500 at the moment. Again, Morag's got 1 race to make up, if I'm not mistaken. I have completely spaced on who all still has makeup races at this point. I may have just forgotten to update his win total, is what it is. I've completely spaced at this point. I'm so far behind, guys, it's nutty. Anyways, moot point, we're in week 5 out of 11 weeks, so we have plenty of time left on the records. I wouldn't worry too much about him at this point. Getting old? I've been old. I'm 32. I'll be 33 in March. I consider myself getting up there. So anyways, both are ripping through their boss fights. Thefatshuffler, the first to take his out, gets the wire coat hanger. No key, though, so he has to leave that library behind. But he'll be moving on to the basement 2 first. Again, a cellar floor, so the tougher version. And Morag takes out his boss for a magic 8-ball, so tears up and a 2 of diamonds club, so that will double up his money at some point. And he'll be... Well, I was going to say... I don't want to say anything. Wow, he actually left that item rock behind. Now I can say it. I didn't want to give him the hint that it was there. And looks like the Forever Alone Attack Fly is Thefatshuffler's second item, so he's getting a little bit of a damage build here. And by little bit, I mean basically that's all he's gotten is damage ups at this point, or attack things. So, not the worst thing ever, but definitely going to be looking for some health up. Speaking of health up, fighting Gluttony mini-boss is TehMorag on the left. Was looking for an actual health up, only got red hearts though. No such luck. Oh, wow. Yeah, that just showed up from you typing that, Diana? Damn. Yeah, that's way delayed. Like I said, right now we're going through some, I don't want to call them issues with chat, but Twitch does know about it. They are working on it. It's just playing catch-up from the holidays along with everything going wacky along with the new layout. Might have to give them just a little bit of time. So bear with it a little bit, guys. It is acting wonky. It obviously has been for a while, but Nothing we can do about it. They are working on it, though, so just bear with them real quick and it'll be taken care of. Go ahead and call them issues. Fair enough. You know what I mean, though. I'm just trying to be nice about actually not saying, like, oh, they done screwed it up. Alright, so damage up for Thefatshuffler off of his boss, and he'll be moving on very quickly to Caves 1. By the way, for the second item for TehMorag, you may notice, yeah, he's considering what to do. So that is Lemon Mishap. We'll spill urine on the floor, quote-unquote lemonade. Anyways, but it will spill that on the floor in a circular pattern. Anything that walks through it will take damage. Not the greatest of items, and Morag's actually going to hope that he pulls a Full Metal Gambit here and winds up with a God Room with, oh, let's say the Bible in it that is a banned item that he'll have to re-roll if he still has his D6, and then maybe turns it into, let's say, a Sacred Heart. Cough, cough, Full Metal Gambit, cough, cough. Ashy, how you doing? What's up, Cyber Cheetah? So yeah, not the most carry item in TehMorag's item room, so he left that behind, and he's going to keep his D6 in hopes of finding one of the outlawed items that he can actually use it on. Yeah, pull of me. I knew you'd like that one. Doing pretty good, Ashy. No complaint. Well, I have a few complaints, but those involve my landlord not giving me hot water at the moment. Yay. Also, I just realized how badly I placed Morag's name. Sorry, yeah, OCD this down into the corner where it should be. Oh, so much better. Okay, that's much less distracting on the eye. I apologize about that, guys. I just saw that. Perhaps you're as OCD as me and noticed that that was there and wanted that changed very badly, because I just did. Sorry about that. Ooh, nice dodge by Morag there, so he's going to pick up a cube of meat for his troubles. Looks like, considering what to do with his 3 bombs, might be going back looking for a secret room. Meanwhile, Thefatshuffler on the Caves 1 already has his item room, and is basically just looking for his boss fight, which can't be too much further out of the way. Indeed, looks like maybe he's going back for just the hearts. Maybe he wants that key. We'll find out. Yeah, OCD for the win. Good, I'm not the only one. I don't feel so bad. I no longer feel quite as bad about that, so it looks like Shuffler wanted to clear that out to actually do some gambling here, because he needs some keys and bombs out of both of them at the moment, so I don't blame him for this. With the 7 cents he had, he might as well gamble. Excuse me, sorry. Oh, excuse me again. And again, on to Caves 1 is Morag, so they are both on the same floor right now. Thefatshuffler with a very minuscule lead, only because he has actually found his item room and pretty much knows where his boss room is going to be. So he's got the advantage time-wise as far as that goes. But again, very small floors do not count Morag out. We've seen him make a crazy comeback before. Let alone had the closest finish of any of the races yet. Probably and yet to come. And speaking of that, there's his item room already. So he's basically played catch-up already. Now, mind you, Thefatshuffler, like I said, is just about to come across his boss room. It's probably after the next room that he clears. So it'll be coming up very shortly for him. 1 second there. Let me see if the bot is working. See if the bot works. I may not count as a mod. One of the other mods may have to do that. Holy water for TehMorag. Ouch. He's actually going to take it, though. He doesn't have any followers at the moment, so that's not a real terrible thing. But if he gets hit, that will spill on the ground in the same manner that... I can't think... There you go. Well, you can see it spilling there. Anyways, it'll spill on the ground the same manner as Lemon Mishap. So he basically got a portable Lemon Mishap that can be used in every room if he gets hit. There's the... there you go. Thank you, Ashy. There's the signups for the monthly races, by the way, everybody. Those are coming up on the 18th, so sometime in the next week, about a week from now, we're actually going to roll that off, and we've got more than 16 signups. Only 16 get in, though, because otherwise this would be like a 10-hour event, and that's way too much to put people through. So basically only 16 can get in per race, and we've got over 50 signups. So keep that in mind. So I'm going to have to randomize that list. Oh, man, dodging bullet hell is Morag on that half a heart. Woo-hoo-hoo. Those dodges, my goodness. Wow. I would have been dead already. I would have been dead in this room already with half a heart. This is nutty. Nutty scary at the moment. Oh, God. There goes Morag with the first death of the race. That room is just evil. That room is flat out evil. Mind you, the one that Thefatshuffler is in is not any more pleasant. I'll say that right now. This room sucks for me. Both rooms suck. Oh, man. So Morag with the black bean as his first item says no thank you, holds down the R button and resets. Doesn't want his Cellar XL floor, so he will reset yet again. Ooh, that's a much better start. So a small rock and a bomb out of that item rock. So there is damage up and speed down for Morag, but the damage up is the important part, especially early on. And again, likewise, you can see Thefatshuffler has that, hence his tiers are ridiculous. Like I was saying, he is getting nothing but a damage build. Like, this is a straight-up damage build. At this point, this is probably going to be Jesus Juice. Watch this be Jesus Juice as his boss item. It won't be health up. Oh, it is. Wow. I was looking for anything that wouldn't have been a health up on that. And he gets a Devil Deal. Wow. With Guppy's Paw, which he's definitely going to take, and he's going to replace all of his hearts with soul hearts. Take the paw with him, leaving the D6 behind. Interesting. So he's going to go looking for his item room, now knowing that he has a lead on Morag, who just went in his item room and got an Anarchist Cookbook to replace his D6, so that'll use 6 bombs randomly throughout a room. What's up, Soccer Star? How you doing? Oh yes, there will be another league after this, without question. So there's the Anarchist Cookbook, dropping bombs everywhere. But yes, there will definitely be a second league. We'll probably have more information either next month or in March during the playoffs for this one. I need to take probably like a month off in between so that I can have like some time for myself on this cast. There's the Cat of Nine Fails, as I like to call it. His Morag shots will move faster. Not be released faster, just move faster once they are. So that is not the greatest of things. That's why I call it the Cat of Nine Fails instead of Tails. But nonetheless, the second league, we will get information out there probably February or March. Alright, so there's only so many more places Thefatshuffler's item room can be. How far off can he possibly be from this? Let's see, it's probably going to be to the right. Yep, no, it's almost definitely to the right. Almost definitely going to be to the right. No, I think we're going to expand it quite a bit, Gambit, so I think the same people are going to be allowed in, too. But I think there's going to be a lot of expansion for the next league. Which is a scary thought, because it's going to be a pain in the ass to organize, but it's going to be a lot more specific as far as, like, what days can be raced on, things of that nature. So I'm gonna... This one, basically, for those that don't know, like, I had no idea what I was doing with it when I got myself into this, which is a good thing. Like, I like putting myself on the edge like that and just kind of dealing with it as we go. But at the same point, that's how you learn, you know, where you've made mistakes and where you need to change things for the next time. Not necessarily even making mistakes, but... You know, you can see where you fell short and like, oh, I should have made this decision, or oh, we should have made this rule. Ooh, quad shot for Thefatshuffler. Wow. So that build, remember what I was saying about being nothing but damage? Yeah, he's very lucky that he found that Guppy's Paw, because I think he's going to be happy with having no red hearts at this point. The 3 red heart containers he had were not sufficient. The damage he has now with 9 soul hearts, I think he's going to be pretty happy. Oh. And speaking of, he can get back one of his red hearts right here and turn it into 3 more soul hearts if he wanted to. But the good news is Thefatshuffler can get into any blood challenge room he wants to at the moment. Because he only has the 1 red heart, the rest are all soul hearts, and he can change them out at any time he wants to. It's Game Fetch, actually, and I don't think we updated it. Somebody might have. Nope, that's the old one. That's the old one. Alright, so Morag gets his boss. Pin yet again. Let me see. I don't see the link anywhere where I get it. Guess I do. Copy link address. Let me update the bot real fast here. Not enough access. Alright, does somebody want to... Have one of my mods want to fucking do that for me, seeing as apparently I'm not a mod in my own chat room? Anyway, so while I was trying to do that, Morag picked up Lord of the Pit, it looks like. So he's got... Yep, that's definitely Lord of the Pit, so he's got flying. Always a great find. Alright, and then it's T add game fetch, and then do the new link in there. You don't have to worry about the rest. Or exclamation mark T add space game fetch space copy and paste the link. I'm sure we've all messed around with bots enough to know how to do it. Oh, man. I love when I'm not a mod in my own chat. It makes it so much fun. Nope, you gotta add game fetch before the... And it's ADD, not AAD. Nope, it's gotta be one of my mods, not... That's why I said one of my mods number. It won't work for you at all. It's T add space game fetch space what you typed. Alright, so Thefatshuffler with Spelunker helmet, so he'll be able to see where all of his secret rooms and super secret rooms are with the greatest of ease now. Ha! Spazbots becomes sentient, knows that he's typing in the wrong window. Oh god, I can't help but laugh at those. I can't help but laugh every time I see a Taku type on the bot. Especially now that it's Spazbot. Oh god, that's good stuff. Anyways, let me get caught back up on the race here. God, that's good. Oh man. Oh man. Anyways, so like I was saying, Caves won for TehMorag because he did take a death at one point here, so he is slightly behind. But he's at both his item room and his boss. Ooh, pinking shears. He'll gladly take those. You'll see that used in 1 second in his boss room here. Shuffler on the right is on depths 1 at the moment, still working with Guppy's Paw as the space use item, so he can still get 3 more soul hearts if he wants. Looks like Morag is going to go grab some hearts to heal and work his way back over to the boss. Basically, the pinking shears will cut off his head from his body. His body will run after enemies and do damage to it just by walking into them. Let's see, Thefatshuffler's quad shot is ripping through war. Good lord, is that doing some damage. Like I said, Shuffler's gotten like nothing but damage up on this run. He's gotten the pentagram, obviously the attack fly technically counts as DPS, Brother Bobby, quad shot, a few tears up here and there, and has gotten like no health up. He's gotten 1 health up item total. If I'm not, actually 2 now that I think about that. He got the 1 in the blood challenge room, but he's used them all on his Guppy's Paw, and so, yep, there we go. So there's red patch activating, so there's his, I think it's like a 33% chance that if you get hit, it'll actually up your damage in the room, so even more damage for Thefatshuffler on his shots now. Good lord. So the only reason that Shuffler has as many hearts as he has is that Guppy's Paw. And that Bloody Penny does no good for him right now, so he'll be moving on to depths 2. Yeah, I definitely don't need Packer updates. I'm a Bears fan. I could give 2 shits what happens to them. Tell you right now, I could give 2 flying fucks what happens to the Packers. Alright, so moving on to Caves 2 is Morag. So again, he is about 2 full floors behind. It's going to be really hard to tell what all Morag has got going for him on this floor, because again, he's got a Curse of Darkness. There's always one person, again, there's one person that gets no keys, which is ironic because both have keys on this run. But there's also always one person that always seems to get Curse of Darkness, is like every floor. So here's hoping that isn't Morag on this run, but nonetheless, he's got the first one of this race so far. Jeez. Anarchist Cookbook for Thefatshuffler, so even more stuff that is not health up. And definitely not as useful as it could be. Bot's going crazy, Mott's losing power. Dinkelberg! Oh, I love it. Yeah, it's true. Thefatshuffler with the coal, that's true. So as for those who don't know what the coal does, as your shots move further away, they actually grow in size and in damage. So technically speaking, more damage for Thefatshuffler that I forgot to mention. Like I said, he's getting nothing but all the damage items. So here's hoping that he finds the God Room, because that would almost definitely at this point either be the Halo or Sacred Heart. Either way, I'm sure he would be giddy. So watch this happen now. He'll wind up with a Halo or God Room at the end of Womb 1. Just wait, it'll happen. Taku. Depends. Would that mean the Bears get in the playoffs? My bitter 10-6 ass ain't in the playoffs, so maybe. Maybe. Come on! What's up, Wicked Smoke? How you doing, dude? One of our other racers and Mr. Undefeated in the league at the moment. Excuse me, at 5-0. Excuse me again, I'm choking on my own words. Anyways, but Mr. Undefeated over there. Oh, there's quite a few Pats fans in here that I know of. I know at least one of my mods is a Pats fan, and I can think of at least 2 other viewers off the top of my heads that are, or off the top of my head. Off the top of my heads, that was dirty. Not what I meant. Welcome to an 18-0 channel, kids. What I meant to say. Oh, man. Not even worth it, just not even worth it. What's up, TehMorag? How you doing? So, Thefatshuffler the first onto his mom fight, and getting 2 soul hearts out of that item rock for free. Definitely can't argue the beginning to it, but he gets regular mom for that matter. Also can't argue that. Again, there are 3 versions of mom you can fight. The red is, to me at least, in my order of opinion, the red is the easiest. All it does is foot stomps and an eyeball triple shot every now and then. It is really fast though. This one would be the second easiest. This is the regular version. You can see what all goes on. And then the blue version is just like this, except it spawns expansion enemies that are way tougher. So that is by far the worst version. But Thefatshuffler quickly ripping through that. And looks like he's got that loading. Yep, there we go. All right, so let me explain this one. This usually happens around the womb. If you see your screen, by the way, he is moving. If you can see his screen. There we go. If you get one of those freeze-ups on your loading screen, though, just sit there and wait it out. It will take a while, but it will actually load your floor. You usually get an XL. And that was why he was putting his hands together a la Mr. Burns with the excellent look. Because now he's got... Keep in mind, on the womb, it's a little more dangerous. Everything hits you for 1 full heart, but there are no item rooms, there are no stores. So you're just looking for your boss fights. And again, TehMorag with taking his pinking shears back instead of the blood rights. Yeah, it's the second time I've seen him switch that out. Just kind of weird. I wouldn't go near blood rights personally. Wouldn't go near them. I hate that item with a passion. Thankfully, TehMorag can fly, so he can get over to all this money. Anyways, but like I said, with the XL floor, Thefatshuffler is lucky in the aspect that if he finds his boss fights, that's all he has to do. We only race through the womb too, which is technically the second boss fight on the floor that he's on. So should he come across his boss fights quickly, he could end this very quickly. Because he'll have back-to-back boss room fights, and the second one will be Mom's Heart. So he could take a 1-0 lead with the greatest of speed here. He just has to find his way to that boss fight on this womb floor. These tend to be very large floors. On the other hand, so far, this is looking like a very XL. This doesn't even look like an XL floor yet. Wow, does this look strange. Now that I'm really looking at his map, that is not an XL-sized floor at the moment. So there's either a ton over to the right, or it curves back around to the left again. One way or the other, there have to be a ton more rooms to this. That is a strange, strange floor. By the way, TehMorag with... everybody loves this item, the Habit. But too bad it isn't really going to do him that much good with only 4 hearts and having the pinking shears. Pinking shears are a great item, but I wouldn't want to take damage to be able to use them quicker. What the Habit does is it gives you a half a charge, so 3 full boxes there. As you can see, you just got hit. So give him 3 full charges on that. So we got halfway to having that item completely charged for use. There you go again, you can see it. So technically now, I was going to say if he gets hit again, he could actually use that again, as weird as that is, and he'll pop off a second body that would actually run around and damage enemies. In this room, though, it's not doing him the most good, so he isn't going to use it again, it looks like. What's up, Ray? How you doing? Ah, there we go. See, now we're looking like an XL floor on Thefatshuffler's side. So now we've got the thing where you see the 4 rooms side by side. That's the only time you're going to see that is on XL floors. So that's how you know that you're definitely on one. That and obviously, usually there's 2 item rooms, 2 boss fights. Those are pretty obvious indicators as well. But I think you get the idea of what I'm saying there. So it looks like Shuffler pretty much knows where he's going. By the way, the Polaroid you just saw get activated because Shuffler has no red hearts. So every time he gets hit, just like you saw there, he's going to get a 5-second damage immunity shield. So that is another great item for the fact that he does not have red hearts, so that's going to activate all the time. So let's see what he gets out of his item chest here. Thankfully, a soul heart for Morag. By the way, he's sitting on a pill right now. Most of our racers will not take pills unless they are down at like 1 heart or, you know, pretty much know that they're only going to get good pills. There are just way too many things that can hurt you as far as pills go. Speaking of that, Morag walked right into damage there. That bomb's probably, I was going to say, that's probably only going to hit one of them. But he's all good, gets through and gets over to his boss fight right away. So he's looking to play some catch-up quickly here, and onto his Depths 1 boss. I was worried about that hitting him, but we're all good. And, of course, he gets the Carrion Queen. Ouch. That's, this is not the type of fight you want. I hate the pattern on these. Mind you, this could be worse. This could be the, one of the champion versions of it, and those get even worse. But with the pinking shears, not the worst thing ever. At least, theoretically, if the body would figure out what it's doing. There you go. There is the body doing its work. About time that happened. Alright, Shuffler. Ooh. Finds yet another dead end, but gets 3 interesting rooms off of it. A challenge room, an arcade, and a curse room. So with 19 cents right now, Shuffler could gamble if he wanted to. Nah. Okay, I was going to say Troll Bomb working him into the corner. He's going to say no and work his way on at the, for the time being at least. Meanwhile, Morag trying to get the body to do some more work on Carrion Queen. Almost done. There we go. Ooh, and gets the item box. So at least he'll get, let's see, another bad gas pill, a little bit of heals, 1 bomb, 1 key, the goat hoof for more speed. And he's going to take that bad gas pill and move on down to the next floor. I would say I'm surprised he didn't go in his library, but with the pinking shears and being this far behind him, really, well, not this far. He isn't that far behind. He's on the floor before Thefatshuffler right now. Problem is Shuffler pretty much knows the direction he has to take to his boss fight, which should be coming up relatively soon. And then all he has is those 2 boss fights, and he'll be done with this entire race at that point. So Morag's got to play some serious catch-up here. Ooh, and finds Super Greed. Probably not going to help him with saving some time here. Ouch. Yeah, good point, Otaku. I like the way that Otaku thinks on that one. The champion version of Carrion Queen doesn't have that red poop. And that red poop is annoying as hell. So I'm actually with him on that one. The champion version probably actually is easier. I think Otaku makes a damn good point. Yeah, Super Greed is just like, oh yeah, I'll take another 20 seconds of my time. Thanks. That's basically all he amounts to, because Morag did not want that quarter that he just got. Mind you, he is up at 23 cents, or 53 cents, but yeah, I don't think he really needed it so much. The money's pretty much a moot point. That 1 heart that he's going to go back for, however, is not. I bet he wishes he picked that up before this room. By the way, this is not a room at the moment where I would, actually at the moment now I would use the pinking shears. Because once you get them split down into where you know that they aren't going to split into 2s anymore, the pinking shears are fine. Other than that, beforehand, they control you very bad, so you may want to watch out. Yep, exactly. Those hearts make it so much easier to kill. Those little mini hearts that it poops out, you actually shoot the hearts and it'll do damage to the boss. So like Ataka was saying, it makes it a lot easier. Ooh, curved horn. So Thefatshuffler is going to pass on that extra damage of the curved horn and just keep working his way towards the boss. I probably would have taken it for fun. Mind you, that 5 seconds of immunity, wow. Yet another dead end. This is the weirdest floor setup I have ever seen, and Shuffler had to cover every single room of it. And finally finds his boss fights. So Shuffler now has 2 boss fights. That's Chemical Peel, Morag, you're fine. Morag finds Chemical Peel, which he probably didn't hear me say that, but nonetheless. So that looks a lot like Ipecac, and everybody always worries, but that is damage up, so that is a perfectly legal item. And Shuffler quickly ripping on through Skullix here. He's just about done with this fight. Waits perfectly on the timing to shoot the tail. Great job. More totally not health up. So he's going to take 1 pill randomly in with him, and here we go with the It Lives / Mom's Heart fight. So again, this is where we race to. It takes 1 hit right off the bat, which is okay though, because he does have plenty of health. But again, we are only racing to here. We do a best of 3. So this is the first, as you can see by the score being 0-0. So we do a best of 3. First to 2 mom kills wins, or 2 registered in your game mom kills. The foot does not count as a kill. It only starts counting here. So you have to register a kill in your game to get a win here. But Shuffler looking to take a 1-0 lead right now by ripping through Mom's Heart. He is just about halfway there. Shot that bomb just slightly too far for the Knights. But again, he is looking like he is in pretty darn good shape at the moment. Nicely done with that bomb. There's the halfway mark. And here's about the quarter-way mark. Now the heart will stay out the entire time, and Shuffler should just rip on through this. So ladies and gentlemen, on the right, the Thefatshuffler, your first 2-1 win here tonight. So he is taking a 1-0 lead. Very nicely done, sir. Let me make sure I edit the correct one, because otherwise I'm going to screw this up. So there we go. Oh, let's take that victory swig, sir. Take that victory swig right there. That 1-0 victory swig. Shuffler, great race, man. Nothing but damage. Very, very minuscule health up. Using that Guppy's Paw to his advantage, and then putting the bubbles in the drink. Like a boss. Like a boss. So, like I said, he takes a 1-0 lead real quick here. We're going to reset everybody. Morag's already reset. Shuffler will do the same momentarily. I got to get up and grab a really quick refill. And then we will get this going again. Let me run one really quick ad in between, guys, and I will be right back with you. So thank you very much for the support, and we will be right back. By the way, for anybody not getting ads, I thought I'd point that out that you may not get one. They are very low on ads at the moment, so there may be a broken ad / one that you just don't see. Anyways, be right back. Just like to point out, anybody notice the air conditioning on Mara? Because he did. By the way, I'm refreshing my chat. I am back at the moment, but Shuffler is doing his thing, it looks like, and he's doing some shuffling. So if my chat ever comes back, I can't link at the moment, but if somebody wants to link up the Game Fetch link for me, you can actually get into both of these two's chats and see both of their streams live at the same time. So that will give support to both of them, as well as, you know, basically, like I said, get you into both of their chats, so you can give them both a little bit of hell, or tell Mara to shuffle on, whatever the case might be. There's my chat loading. My God, I can finally see everything again. There we go. Now if I can get my mod buttons back, I'll know that maybe Spazcam will work. What the hell? What the Sam hell's going on? That boy ain't right. Them boys ain't right. Oh, Lord. I love it. This is why I love these guys. These are all my good friends, and this is why I love these guys. We're all about having some fun here, and lo and behold. Oh, I love it. Oh, break it down now. Oh, wiggle, 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 yeah. See, I'll add in the music for you. I can't play the song myself because it's copyrighted and I ain't getting sued. But yeah, there's your music for it. I think it's Fetch, right? Nope, it is on Game Fetch. Awesome. So let me see if that works for me. Does Spazbot work? Spazbot hates me. Spazbot hey, Spazbot worked! Oh my God. Like I said, I had to add it in for you. I saw somebody like, oh, it's too bad Crumbs can't put the music on. So like, all right, least I can do. Least I can do. Oh, God, I love it. Anyways. So like I was saying, yeah, right, highlight this now. Okay, fine. I'll highlight that one as the best shuffle of the year. We'll have to take a vote at the end of the year. I'll highlight all the shuffles that were done during the races, and we'll take our vote on which one was everybody's favorite. And somehow I figure with me singing over that, that might be our winner. But we'll see. Nonetheless, so like I was saying, we got round 2 coming up here in a quick second. So we got TehMorag on the left. We got the Thefatshuffler on the right, who just did his wonderful job shuffling. Has that Murloc staring at you. So more like, yeah. That's actually, somebody needs to dub that song now. Holy crap. Seriously, somebody dub that song now with the Murloc sound instead of wiggle. Yeah. You know, it works. Trust me. Do it now. Somebody now. It has to be done. That's my one request for the night, guys. Somebody has to do that. Anyways. Excuse me. Anywho, so like I was saying, we're going to have race number 2 coming up here. What it looks like is Thefatshuffler is leading 1-0 right now. I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing at that. I want to hear this song now. This needs to be done. I'm Murloc and I know it or something. Like, somebody needs to do this. Anyways, so we're off and racing. They are both on a Skype call, so round 2 has begun. Looks like Thefatshuffler was not happy with his spider butt as his first item, so he reset right off the bat. But again, Thefatshuffler, ooh, with that dime. That sexy sound. Anyways, Shuffler is leading 1-0. We are doing a best of 3. We race down and through Mom's Heart, so the Womb 2. Whoever wins, whoever does that first, I should say, in this head-to-head matchup will get 1 point. Like I said, we do a best of 3. So Shuffler looking to finish it off. Morag looking to even it up and force a game 3 right now. So again, right now, I believe, if I did my math right, and I probably didn't, anyways, Rainbow Baby for Thefatshuffler shoots out random follower tiers, so definitely not bad. It is DPS up, so he will take it and fight his first boss. And again, with the pills, it does not want to give Thefatshuffler any health up tonight. He's actually going to take pills. He's going to say the hell with it, see what he gets. 1 luck down, 1 bombs or key, 1 telepill into his curse room for more pills. Good lord. So there's a range up. There is more telepills back into his boss room, ironically enough. And speed down. So we went about 25-75 on that being good and bad. Not terrible, but it could have been worse. Yeah, nobody wants the spider butt, not even the spider who had the butt. Ew, Celtic Cross for Morag. They'll say yes and take it, okay. Interesting. It's not the worst item, don't misunderstand me. I thought he was going to consider resetting there for a quick second, but guess not. So he's going to take Soul Hearts, say forget the curse room, and go back towards his boss fight. Ah, very nice, J-Book. Very nice. See, that's what I want to hear happening quite a bit, is that people are using that game fetch link so that they can actually hear the racers talking to each other as well. I mean, like, I'm sure at this point we've all heard me call a racer too. Like, go to the game fetch link, give these two some love, by all means. And, like, that's the whole idea, is spreading the Isaac love all around. This way everybody knows, like, hey, we got awesome Isaac racers on Twitch that I never had met before. There you go. So, like I said, the next league, we're expanding this even further, so we're going to get even more names out there. Some of these guys will be back again, I'm sure. But like I said, we'll get more information out there about probably March-ish. Looks like Thefatshuffler is going to take the tick, so that is guaranteed to be there with him for the rest of the run. What it will do is take 15% damage immediately off of mini bosses and bosses. But, however, like I said, he cannot replace it. Also gives him a half a heart heal if he walks into either of those type of rooms, mini boss or boss room. So again, it'll make his boss fights faster, but he can't replace it. Again, we're only going to the Womb 2, so it doesn't matter about the Polaroid. Oh, there's that Halo that I called. It was only 1 round late. So there's the only legitimate all stats up item for Thefatshuffler, so he gets a heart up and every other one of his stats go up by 1. So very nice find there. Mind you, like I said, it was 1 race too late because I called it for the last run, but you know, it was close. The spoon! Freezy. Spoon! Damn it, now I'm going to have that stuck in my head all night. By the way, if you guys get that reference, I love you. See, I love you guys. This is why I love you guys. Alright, so Shuffler with the Magic 8 Ball is tears up. Ooh, Joker card out of that too, so he can automatically force a either a Devil or God Room, just whatever it randomly happens to be. Yeah, you spoony bard. Ooh, yet another XL floor, so you can see that loading screen error again for Thefatshuffler. Oh my! And the Dead Dove, so flying and spectral shots off of that instant Joker card use for the God Room. So Thefatshuffler can fly on Caves 1. Wow. Technically Caves XL, it's 1 and 2, but at the same point. That's a pretty nice find early on. Little gish, by the way, for Morag. Also a really good find. That is a phenomenal follower item. As you can see, those black shots it shoots out are basically tar and will slow down whatever it is that it hits. So that is a phenomenal follower item. So again, we got pretty awesome runs starting up here again. Only issue is going to be how much health up will Thefatshuffler get this time. It didn't really play that big of a problem last time, but hey, you never know. Welcome back, Eternal. And let's see, we got... So Shuffler knows where both of his item rooms are, still has 0 keys. 2 keys for Morag, though he does not need him at the moment, is just looking for his boss fight. That has to be up to the north here. Again, the real bit of handiness right now is that Thefatshuffler can fly, so this makes a lot of these rooms much easier, let alone the spectral tiers. He can fly over the center of these rocks and still proceed to shoot things without taking any risk of damage. Ooh, this is why we don't take pills. Notice how many bad pills there have been tonight. Morag just took a bad trip pill. Mind you, he knows what those look like now, so if he finds another one, he can hold on to it until he's down to just 1 heart, and that will actually turn into a full heal for him. And he could have actually gotten that item rock for free if he timed out damaging that enemy correctly. Yeah, Shuffler's got a fantastic looking run going so far. Yet another Joker card. Kind of surprised he hasn't been picking up hearts, but at this point, I see why, because he's going back for his Blood Challenge room. Wow, he's actually going to take the item box. Interesting. I didn't figure he would, but I guess for the key that you're going to get out of it, he needs it, so you might as well. So he's going to do his challenge room for the item box to get that 1 key to be able to get into one of his item rooms. Hope for another one at some point. Wow, look at that. Could not have asked for better. Technically, he just got his 2nd key. That was a 2 of spades card that doubles your keys. So actually, he could have played that slightly better and picked up the card first, used it with 0 keys to get 2, and then picked up his key to get a 3rd. But not knowing what it was, he picked up the key first. So there's the wire coat hanger for TehMorag on the left. He'll be moving on to Caves 1 after he picks up. I was just about to ask if you'd remember that. But after he picks up his Eternal Heart, onto Caves 1 and gets an extra heart up as well. So great build going for Morag. Finds his item room right off the bat as well. Ooh, and PhD, so now we're going to see a lot of pills being taken. Morag will have nothing but good and or neutral pills from now on. Oh, what's up, Isabel? How you doing tonight? Let me try that again. The Tick Trinket. Besides yelling, spoon! No, I'm kidding. There, but beside the point. What it does is it gives you 15% automatic damage done to bosses. Wow, daddy long legs for Thefatshuffler. My goodness. That's a rare item. And you can see what it does. Anyways, the tick does 15% automatic damage to bosses and mini-bosses. Also heals you for a half a heart when you walk into those particular rooms. So no matter what, you're going to get a red heart heal walking into those. And the only problem with it is that that stays with you, and it's the only one you're going to get. Unless you get Mom's, what's it called, Mom's Coin Purse, where you get the 2nd trinket spot. That's the only way you're going to get something else along with the tick. But that will never be able to leave. You cannot get rid of it. So you have to plan ahead. If you're going for the chest run, you have got to leave that behind. The D6 is technically outlawed in these races. There's only 5 items that it can be used on. So most of the racers technically will leave that behind about as quickly as they can. If the bot is working, and let me see. I assume it is, but it's been not wanting to do stuff for me. If that list, anyways, I can give you the whole list. It's the Bible, technically the D6, there we go. Dr. Fetus, Epic Fetus, the Shovel, and Ipecac are the outlawed items. D6 is only usable on those. So basically what we do is, like, it gave the D6 a little bit of usage, but we didn't want to make it just, oh, look, I got this item, reroll. Oh, hey, it turned into Sacred Heart. I win. You know, we didn't want to make it one of those. We wanted it more of a skill-based race, I guess you could say. So basically, we decided to do it that way. We kind of outlawed it almost completely, but with the outlawed items, we figured we'd give you a chance to replace them if you still had your D6. Yeah, unless you're Full Metal Gambit, then you re-roll a Bible at one point into the frickin' Eternal, or, good lord, I can't think of the name of it now, the Sacred Heart. That was the luckiest roll I've ever seen in my life. So on to Thefatshuffler's second boss. Again, tearing through these already. Has also already gotten his God room on this floor, so he's going to save that Joker card for the next floor, most likely. All right, hey, I did that one. Yeah, it was Sacred Heart. That was what I was looking for. Yep, the reason that stuff like Epic Fetus, Dr. Fetus, and Ipecac got banned were because you could basically, if you got those on floor 1, you would never have to fight anything except for bosses. You could bomb through any door you wanted to. Now, see, like I said, Thefatshuffler's already been in that god room. So, he'll use that Joker card probably right about now. But like I was saying, there you go. Ooh! Yeah, he'll be taking that Pact. Yes, he will. Damage up for replacing the hearts with soul hearts? Yeah, he'll take that. More damage for Thefatshuffler. Yeah. Oh, he made this room so much easier, too. But anyways, with 99 legit bombs, same theory, though. You're actually allowed to bomb through the walls at that point. Or bomb through the doors, I should say, at that point. If it's expendable ones that you can pick up yourself, that's fine. But we didn't want to have it be like, oh, you have Epic Fetus, it's over. Ooh. Cancer for TehMorag, so he's going to have double shot right here. That's not a bad find off of the Demon Beggar, but he does probably want to save a few of these hearts. Or maybe not. Ooh, quad shot as well. Dang. So double shot rate and quad shot off of the same Beggar. Wow. That's not a bad find for Morag, so he's going to be moving on to the next floor, and he's on his caves too. So he's only one floor behind Thefatshuffler right now, but just picked up some phenomenally awesome items there. Yeah, Demon Bat with a Halo. Seems legit. Seems legit. By the way, the monster manual that Thefatshuffler has will spawn a follower for one room, and they will actually despawn afterwards, so it's not the greatest of items. He's found his boss fight already, and he'll just move on and do that. So he gets War yet again. Ooh, and he gets Demon Baby as the spawn. That's not a bad find. That is definitely a buddy. Alright, so now it's a Flying Demon with a Halo and a Demon Baby following it. So I think we just made it even worse, haven't we? So again, Morag right now on a heart and a half. If this particular mob hits him, there you go. I was just about to point it out. Those will actually hit you for 1 full heart of damage. So Morag living on the edge of that half a heart right now. Woo-hoo. And a cube of meat for Thefatshuffler, as you would expect off of that boss. Pretty much any of the horsemen, you're going to wind up with a cube of meat. Headless Horseman being the one exception to that. Conquest being, well, technically Conquest being the other exception. Kind of forgot about him. Alright, some more heals for Shuffler. Still looking for his item room. Only has a few more places to look, though, so he should... Well, now he knows exactly where it's going to be. He'll head the other way. When somebody dies, what happens? Just saw that question. Basically, that person resets from floor 1. Same rules as the game is normally. Whenever you die, there's no save feature whatsoever, and every run, even if you win, every run you reset from base stats back at floor 1. So same thing happens in here. We've had it where both racers have died. We've had it where only one's died. We've had it where neither have died. So it's just kind of one of those things. But if you die, same thing. You're also allowed to reset whenever you want to. We've seen people reset as late as Caves 2 because they weren't getting good items. So it's all a matter of, you know, like, at that point, you reset, basically. But same thing. Even if you flat-out reset, same theory. You go back to floor 1 and just start over. Sounds like an Adult Swim show, according to me. Adult Swim, how we love you so. Too bad I don't have cable. What's up, Terrible? How you doing? Yes, it can awaken. Alt-Enter will window that. Yes, it will. Nope, resetting does not count as a loss. Ooh, toothpicks for Thefatshuffler. Dang. More tears up. Good lord. Just what he needed. So even more damage per second, basically, for Thefatshuffler out of his item room, and he'll be moving on to his depths, too, because he's already taken out the boss here. Oh, no problem at all, Moon. So still rocking that half a heart is Morag, desperately hoping to find any way to heal. Any way at all. Has found his item room. Has also found a really annoying room of butt lickers and fly. Yeah, I was going to say, I always take damage in that room. Lo and behold, Morag down. So here you go, back to the beginning if it would ever restart for him. There we go, that was weird. Easy way to do that is just hold down, or at that point hit spacebar, it'll actually do the same thing. It'll take you back to the beginning. But there's your proof. So back to basement 1, like I said, starting from scratch. And it does happen quite a bit, so never count anybody out. Morag's made the biggest comeback in this league, guys. Keep that in mind. He was a good 20 minutes behind Eddie Ruckus, came back and won that race by about, 3 seconds. It was close, but Morag won it. So keep in mind, crazy comebacks have happened. Do not count anybody out. Any other races tonight? No, this is the only one tonight. We have another one tomorrow, though. Shoot, I forgot what it is now. It is Morag versus Christina tomorrow. Yes, it is. That's who it was. So Morag's racing again tomorrow versus RTC, Christina. Hey, what's up, Ducat? How you doing, man? So that'll be happening tomorrow. I barely just got up before this, so I'll still be casting tonight, but... Ooh, number 1 for Morag. So he gets, I believe that's damage up and like range goes absolutely minimal. But I believe your damage goes up by 2. But he is going to have to get really, really close to things to do damage to him now. So that is a bit of a risk at the beginning, but with range up in any way, shape, or form, that becomes a deadly, deadly weapon. Damn. Yeah, I knew Minnesota had no chance. Green Bay's a way better team. Way better team. So that doesn't shock me. I mean, defense and, at this point, passing wins in the playoffs, so that don't shock me. What time tomorrow? Same time as this one started, 9 p.m. Eastern. So 8 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Pacific. Yeah, I can't do math. 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Boy, I had to think about that for a minute. There may also be another one tomorrow, depending on if Cobalt finds somebody to schedule with, because he's looking, I think, to make up one race and also do his race against Magic from this week. So there may be a Cobalt versus Magic race. There may also be Cobalt versus Jatia, depending on if anybody is available at that time, and we'll see. Yeah, I'm going to go with a big fat no on that. If that ever actually... There we go. Wow, that was delayed as hell. Oh, that's right. Awesome Games Done Quick starts up soon. Does that start tomorrow, today? That's no, it starts tomorrow, doesn't it? I don't even remember. When does ADGQ start? Or did ADGQ start? I'm so out of everything. Ooh, more Balls of Steel pill for Morag. Keep in mind, he's got the PhD, so well, he had the PhD. Never mind, he doesn't. I forgot he died. Never mind on that one. I'm an idiot. Ooh, Pinky Eye with... Oof. Okay, that's a nasty thought. So basically, Morag shots are now urine. If you haven't noticed, they're called number 1. Do the math. There's one number. Do the math. You get the idea. But yeah, he's also got the Pinky Eye, which does random poison shots. Think about the logistics of that, and I say no. ADGQ is called Awesome Games Done Quick. I'm terrible about saying that all the way through, so I tend to say ADGQ, which is kind of funny. But yeah, it's Poison P. Just ouch. Just ouch. Ugh. By the way, the Book of Revelations for Thefatshuffler, here's the blue version of Mom as well. We'll get to that in a second. But the Book of Revelations for Thefatshuffler, every 6 rooms, I believe it is, when it recharges, will give you a soul heart. So just so you know. Yeah, Poison Pea. Ew. It's not syphilis, it just itches. What are you talking about? Yes, I just quoted Eminem. Deal with it. Anyways, I'm a child of the 90s. Deal with it. Anywho. Ooh, Max's head. Dang. That's interesting. So, again, with the damage builds, Morag is rocking some serious damage here. Mind you, he has no range yet, but Morag is rocking some serious damage with that Max's head. Oh, man. So now they're larger Poison Pea shots. Even worse. And there's that cat of 9 fails yet again for Thefatshuffler. He'll leave, well, because he can't pick it up, but he'll leave the Polaroid behind. And he'll be moving on to the womb first again. So there's some health up again for Morag. Very nice find. Again, he's really, really looking for some range up. So Blue Mom, as I just saw the question, basically the difference with Blue Mom, she is a variant. Normally you see that gray version of her. There's a red version, which is just her foot stomping very quickly and eyeball shots from the wall, doing triple shots. It's pretty easy. The blue one, on the other hand, is just like the gray one, except it spawns the Wrath of the Lamb enemies. So you'll see greed heads, butt lickers, and the flies that do the double split shots. It is really annoying. When she starts spawning enemies on you, that fight gets so annoying. It's ridiculous. If you don't keep ahead of it, it's bad. So you need to kill that one very quickly if you can. But that is by far the toughest version, in my opinion. Yeah, the red one isn't so bad. Once you get used to it, you'll figure out how to actually dodge that red one very easily. The only problem is when the eyeballs shoot out randomly, and it is random. That tends to be the only issue. Other than that, though, once you figure out the pattern on the red, it's simple. Blue is the same, like I said, as the gray one. It's just those enemies get way worse. Oh, excuse me again. Sorry about that. Hopefully I hit the mute button in time. Alright, so, again, on the womb here, there are no item rooms. This time, Thefatshuffler does only have the womb 1, did not get an XL floor. So he's going to have to go through the womb 1 and the womb 2. Excuse me, sorry, but all he's looking for is this boss fight. Or pills that don't absolutely suck. So he's got, what, 2 luck down pills and a speed down pill on this floor so far. This is... Oh, wow, holy water again for Morag. Wow. So, yeah, not the greatest of items, but yeah, we're seeing some repeats happening. If there's a boss fight right off the bat. Yeah, poison pea from the eyes. I don't want what you have. I don't know how you got that, but ow. What's the little dude floating around Thefatshuffler? Are you talking about the red cube of meat is actually part of Meat Boy? If you're talking about the purple, pink, whatever color you want to call that, behind him, that is actually called Rainbow Baby. What that does is it shoots out random follower shots. There are all sorts of different things that will follow you around in the game. You're basically seeing a random variety of what type of shots they could all do, just coming off of one of them, though. Basically, Morag doesn't have it anymore. I was going to show you the little Gish that he had. But that shot that Rainbow Baby just fired was one of Little Gish's. It can do, like, minimal damage shots. It can do... I'm trying to think what else. Split shots, it can do full damage shots, it can do slowdown shots, all sorts of stuff. It's got a bunch of variety. But with the cube of meat that's floating around him, if you build up 3 of... Well, one of them does that cube of meat. The second one you get does a floating head that will actually do shots. Third one that you get will build pretty much almost what seems to be a full Meat Boy. He'll run around and actually do damage like Meat Boy would from the game. Basically, you can get a 4th one at that point, which will make him a much larger Meat Boy and do more damage. He becomes pretty much boss at that point. You can actually get a 5th, that'll just give you another cube of meat floating around you. That's pretty rare, but it does happen. By the way, Thefatshuffler just switched out his Book of Revelations for a Book of Belial, so that is time and a half damage multiplier in a room. So again, more damage, because we needed more. No, we always need more damage. There's no cap on damage. You might as well get as much as you can. Because the quicker you're going to kill stuff, the quicker it's going to work for you. And lo and behold. So there's that second cube of meat. So now you see it's got a face, and that cube will actually shoot shots out. Ooh, Luckfoot. Yeah, too bad he doesn't have too much health. Thefatshuffler's going to say no thank you to both of those devil deals and move himself on. So he's on Utero 2. That is still the Womb 2. That is the floor that we race to. It is the tougher version again, though. So since we have the expansion on both racers... because that is one of the obvious prerequisites. But because we have the expansion on both racers, he gets the tougher version of the floor. So tougher enemies, tougher room spawns, and hopefully he gets lucky and finds his boss fight early, because he is still looking at only those 3 red hearts and 2 soul hearts. So if he gets hit 5 times, keep in mind it's over. He gets hit for 1 full damage on everything down here, including that Demon Beggar. Yeah, right? Yay, more damage! Yeah, it's a bit late for Luckfoot, exactly. But Luckfoot, usually a really good item, with only 1 floor to go, not worth 1 heart. Even if you had a full heart build at this point, I still wouldn't say it's worth it. So there's Morag doing some nice dodging just by standing perfectly still. Those greed heads are getting torn apart, and has this boss fight, along with his pinking shears, again. So he'll pop those most likely, and he has the bomb version of the hollow. So as the portions of the hollow die off here, hopefully you'll see it relatively soon. There we go. They'll actually spawn those floating bombs. So if you're too close to these, this can get to be a real pain in the butt. Hopefully that pinking shears doesn't come back to haunt him. Every now and then it will. Oh, excuse me, sorry about that. And if you're going to that Game Fetch link, by the way, that'll get you to both of their chat rooms and see both of their videos. Be sure to mute one of them, though, because otherwise you're going to hear double the audio. They are on a Skype call together. And it's Loki. I'm not doing that, by the way. You'll never see me do a Loki dance. A, I can't draw for crap, so I can't make that particular drawing. And B, just no, I'm not doing that. That is Goldbalt's. He may keep that. Yeah, Cliff's notes. Nice dodging by standing perfectly still. Mara, on the other hand, will do a Loki dance, which I believe he just did. Yeah, do the damn dance. Oh, and look at that. He already found his boss fight. Mind you, he's got triple hockey puck Gertie in the room before it. So he's hoping to rip through this last one because he's only got those 2 hearts left. So he's looking kind of risky. There's that 3rd heart back. He's going to go back and grab the one other heart he sees on his map. Or one other full heart worth of heals that he sees on his map. Let me rephrase how I said that. Because he's got half here and half further down to the south. He's also got that arcade, so he's got plenty of time to gamble. Or blow everything up. That works too. Either way, there's his full heal, there's a bunch more money, and he's got his mom's heart fight. So again, Thefatshuffler looking to take this out 2-0, has now got 4 hearts to work with instead of just 2. And we'll take that on. So he's going to go on and fight mom's heart, looks like. So he's looking to finish it off. Again, Morag making a quick comeback, is already on depths 1. But is it too little too late with the time and a half damage from his Book of Belial? Cannot think of the name again. Shuffler's doing the way that I normally do. You take out the eyeballs first, then you pop your Book of Belial, like he's doing. Because otherwise, you stand the risk of those eyeballs shooting you, and when you're at pretty low health, you don't take that risk. There's no reason to risk it. And mind you, he does have 13 bombs, so you're going to see him drop a lot of these into the center. And Morag found his boss fight early on here in the depths, so he's fighting Headless Horseman. Again, is it too little too late? Thefatshuffler down to 3 hearts, but down below 50% health on mom's heart, so we should be, yep, there we go. So that'll be exposed the rest of this fight. Wow, that shot that bomb in 3 different directions, and it still hit the heart. And that's all we needed to see, ladies and gentlemen. A 2-0 victory for Thefatshuffler. He destroyed that heart with that damage up in both rounds. Ridiculous damage builds tonight, Shuffler. Good lord on those damage builds. Man got no health up whatsoever tonight. Nothing but damage, and proceeds to just raffle stomp everything in his path. A great job there, Thefatshuffler. Seriously, that was phenomenal runs tonight, man. Can't say it enough. That was, yeah, GG on that one. Just good job, man. Don't even have words on that, but that should put Mar, I believe, at 4-2 on the year, if I am not mistaken. I can't put sound on his stream. If he's going to dance, I can't put that sound on. You guys got to understand, I'm a partner. I can't play licensed music without risk of getting sued. Technically, he can't either, but that's the way it works. Being that I'm an audio guy, yeah, I can't do that. So if you want to be in his stream, go over to the GameFetch link. It's that easy, guys. I can't do it because I can't legally risk my ass. So you have to do it this way. There's that booze. Oh yeah, dem bubbles. There's that Morag. Always gracious in defeat. Always gracious when defeat. Very nicely. Very nicely. I like the way that works. But seriously, round of applause for Thefatshuffler, ladies and gentlemen, who wins 2-0 tonight. Again, great job by both racers. Morag with the comeback yet again. You guys notice how quickly he caught up. He was just about to be on depths too. So he was right there. There's that shuffling. Everybody go on over to Mars. Oh, I see shuffling happening. I see shuffling. And I see Dapper and Morags. So ladies and gentlemen, again, that Fazbot link will get you into both of their channels. If you do me a huge favor, raid them up for me real quick.